So we're getting ready to go on a day trip to XEL-HA, which is basically like a natural area with some cenotes and things like that, but it's built up a bit more. They've kind of made it like an all-inclusive park experience, but I'm super excited to see how it goes, and we're gonna take you along with us and check out the accessibility of XEL-HA and what you can really do there as a wheelchair user and what adaptations you have to make.
Hola, hola, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, good morning.
We're on our way to XEL-HA. First we have to take a taxi.
Because her mother's too scared to drive.
Yeah. Made it to XEL-HA. Here we are. Now we just have to give our tickets and you have to show your ID and everything. Inside, I'm pretty sure I just signed my life away because it said that you were signing that you were in perfect physical and mental health, and I just looked at her and I'm like, clearly I'm in a wheelchair, so I cannot be in perfect health here, but I signed it anyway, so it's fine. Is anybody in perfect physical and mental health? Things we can do. I think the first thing we'll probably do is like this snorkeling lazy rig or up here. Yeah. So we've gotten a map and it says that the yellow and the green is accessible and the red is inaccessible. So that looks kind of questionable. A little bumpy.
The driver's trying to find the easiest route.
Yeah.
Some looks smoother.
So we've locked everything up, but we are still keeping my wheelchair, obviously, and my backpack, just because I have some things that need to stay with me all the time. And now we're off to find the train so we can snorkel. Here we're going to the buffet for breakfast. Oh my gosh, they have ice cream machines. Wow. That just happened. One perk of being in a wheelchair is people tend to help you quicker in line, so somebody took us from the line and just got us all of this food, which is way more than I can eat. So my mom and me are just going to share this plate. She's going to go get us some watermelon and pineapple and melon to have, and we'll have breakfast. Horchata is like rice milk with cinnamon and vanilla and water, and it's really, really yummy. I like it. I also think it'd be delicious warm. I haven't found anywhere that has it warm yet, but if I do, I will definitely try it. We're good shares. Honestly, I'm probably not even going to be able to eat all of this, which is why me and my mom usually share things, especially since I have gallstones, so it's hard for me to eat healthy. What we're currently running into is most of the places to snorkel look like that. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 big steps. Probably not gonna happen for me, so we're gonna have to find a different place. But we're gonna go tubing first, so we'll see. It's okay. Just a bit bumpy. At least I brought the painkillers because I have a sore back. This is the part of the park that they say is wheelchair accessible, the most accessible. I would not consider these cobblestones very accessible. Like, I can't really push myself. But, yeah. Like, it'd be cool at least, like, maybe there is some places, but, like, I couldn't go to any of those chairs. So it'd be cool if at least they had some areas that had wheelchair access up to, I mean, I guess I could get to, like, that chair right on the end. But when we come back, it's going to be a game of, is there chairs on the end for me to sit in? I'm excited. Like, I've been wanting to do this for years. So it's just hard that everything's not super accessible, but we're going to give it a go. Is another pathway. And if all of it was like this, it would be super accessible. It's really smooth. I could roll myself on here. I will roll myself. Happy. Oops. Almost going off the trail. But this is a lot better. But I don't know how much of it is like this. I like it though. All these playgrounds are cool too. I don't think I could get myself up in that. I would have loved it as a kid. Look at this beautiful. It's great. I could actually roll my chair down here because the sand is hard packed. So this is the absolute perfect little place to spend the day. We're not quite ready to lounge around, and I don't think I'll be able to get down those stairs or over that curb to get into the water, but we're gonna check out some other things and we might come back. Some hammocks. The nice thing about most of this sand is it seems to be over a layer of concrete, so it's actually like you can roll in it. Like you can see there's the concrete, so you could probably get to most of those. And again, this trail is much better than expected. Okay, let's see how they plan on getting me on the train. We will bring the wheelchair.
Usar gel desinfectante disponible en diferentes locaciones de todo el parque. El uso de cubrebocas es necesario durante su recorrido, y especialmente al ingresar a los restaurantes. Bienvenidos a XEL-HA.
Gracias. We're on the train with my wheelchair in tow. So now we just have to kind of figure out what happens when we actually get to the river. And there's no one else on here. So when we get to the river, where they're going to put my wheelchair and how I'm going to get it back, because that's like a little bit of a concern to me. We're at the beginning of the river now to get my chair out and figure out what we do from here. River bags. So we already have our own, so we don't need one.
Para nosotros, lo más importante es read through the park, especially when entering restaurants.
So like I said before, in this bag, I have to bring my EpiPens with me everywhere, and like meds, so I have to bring this. I'm also gonna bring my phone. We're going down the path to get to the river tubes. I'm really excited. I'm also really thankful they have life jackets, because one thing I've realized since being here, I hadn't been in a pool or swam for like 2 years, And although I knew that my muscles and things had been declining, I didn't realize how significant it was because it's gradual when it's every day and it's walking. But then doing something like swimming, I was like, oh my God, I'm so weak, I can't do this. So very thankful for life jackets, and we're gonna get tubes. Don't drop me down this steep hill.
It's really hard. You need to help. Oh, it's slippery. Thank you.
Gracias. Okay, thank you.
Push, yeah, push, yeah.
Sí, la señorita va a ir empujando a la...
This thing goes.
It's much easier for me to be in one where like my legs are in the water because I can have some control. Plus it's nice that I can like exercise my legs a little. It's a lot easier for me to move in water. Here we are, floating. Woohoo! So cool. I hope I see like a monkey or something. It was pretty accessible. I could roll right down. It was a little steep, but they helped. And had I needed more help, they would have helped to get me in the tube, no problem, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they wanted me to go in a double tube. Personally, I think this option is more accessible and more secure for me to sit.
Yeah, and also you don't really need to be pushing. Like you don't need to.
No,
because the current is
it just
taking you
floats
out.
you.
It's a super slope.
Yeah, but I would go with like one of these style chairs because the way it is gives you a lot more support. So if you don't have good like core or something, you're just gonna fall through the hole of that tube. Like you're gonna not be comfortable, whereas this is a lot better.
Was this worth the price of admission?
I mean, this is the first thing we've done, but I mean, I would already say yes, just because like I really wanted to do something like this, like a river float, cenotes, those types of things. And as a wheelchair user, it's impossible to find information online about any of it. And this was the thing that I was like, okay, at least I know they're trying to make it accessible. There's people around to help, like, you know, there's lifeguards, like it's a bit safer. So I felt more comfortable with this option. So yeah, I would do it, but I'll review again at the end of the day. Because the accessibility isn't great. Like, don't get me wrong, it's not perfect. It's not like Disney where they've thought of everything. But they are trying. And to make like a natural space like this accessible, they're doing a pretty good job. Definitely, like, I think there's already a few tweaks I think that could be easily made, but we'll see what we think at the end of the day. So far, so good. This guy's gonna fall. There's all kinds of other activities you can do. Feeling a bit sad because I would have loved to try those things, but I can't walk. So I can't walk on a tightrope. But maybe I could walk on a tightrope. Just because I can't walk in real life doesn't mean I couldn't walk a tightrope. But unfortunately, there are stairs to get to the tightrope, so I will not be trying it. Otherwise, I could totally do it. Got tired of swimming, so now Mom is doing the kicking, and I'm just floating. How nice of her. I have a dilemma that we don't know how to get me out, because if you can see, there is a lot of stairs at all the exits. Where we came in, there was no stairs, it was a ramp. And yeah, I don't know how I'm gonna get out of here. Definitely not gonna be swimming back to the beginning. So let's see what we figure out. And this is where we are going to spend our day. Look at this. I can get, oh look, there's even a baby chair.
Oh, it's a really pretty yellow bird.
So basically, you probably couldn't hear me when I had that on, but my dilemma is, and has been for a while, that because of my mitochondrial disease, I have really weak muscles in my eyes, which means that they can't focus properly. So they go cross-eyed, and so I wear special glasses with prism to help my eyes focus, and it gets bad when I get tired. But I've never been able to get a prescription mask because it has to be prism, and that's not a typical prescription. But I've just figured out that if I just fold my glasses, I can put them inside of one of these masks and the seal still goes around my face. So it looks like I'm going to be able to snorkel and actually see today. So we'll see how that goes. So maybe I'll be able to see fish. Snorkeling, and the one problem we found is there isn't a lot of accessible places to get in and out of the water. However, at a lot of the places they do have lifeguards that are willing to help you. We're leaving our beautiful little area, our piece of paradise where we went snorkeling. We think that we probably can't get down these stairs to go across. Oh, this isn't, oh yeah, to go across that bridge, which I want to go across, but there's also stairs on the other side. So it doesn't really seem like an option, which is sad because I wanted to see the cenotes. Like, I guess the only option is to take the train and then see if we could get there that way, but I don't think we can. So we have sad news. We just found out that there's no possible way to get me to the cenotes. And I'm pretty sad about it because that was like the one thing I really wanted to see while I was in Mexico. And the reason we actually came to XEL-HA was because we thought maybe it was one of the only places that could make it happen. And unfortunately it can't, which kind of sucks, but I guess it just means we'll have to come back next time, and we'll bring my brother or my dad and they can carry me to a cenote. We'll try it next time because I'm sure we'll be back, but it is a little disappointing, and I wish you could like know these things online instead of getting here and finding it out. But